Kika, your lifestyle blogger. So, this video segment is going to be again about senior living. So now we are at the step where you've picked a senior living and now you're ready to move. What's next? Let's talk about that. Keep watching. More video footage coming up. Okay guys, so today I am contributing this video to my dear friend Vicky. Vicky is someone that worked as a professional CNA that worked at the place that I worked at a long time ago, which was called the Wellstead of Rogers. And there we had independent living, assisted living, and memory care. And she was the most amazing caregiver I have ever met in my life. But I'm doing this video to her because I have heard yesterday when I got back from my trip from Vegas that she passed away. I'm not sure what the entails is or what happened. I know we were out of touch for a while. I want to say about a year and a half, 2 years, we were out of touch. You know, when COVID happened, that tore everything up. The communication, the time that you spend with your friends and family, that was very hard and heartbreaking because a lot of people and a lot of lives were lost during the pandemic. But after the pandemic, things started to happen. Relationships didn't work, just different things that you were realizing that you thought was good before the pandemic, you realized is not good. And let me tell you, if you were able to manage through your relationship through the pandemic and still be with that person definitely is a keeper. But long story short, I heard my friend Vicky passed away. So I want to dedicate this video to her because it's about senior living. That is where I met her. And she is not only a wonderful caregiver, but she did something on the side that I really love. And she liked taking things that are old and making them new again. Her and I had so much in common that way. And she would come up with the most beautiful furniture pieces. She would actually go antique shopping and then she would refurbish the antiques. And I'm talking tables, curio cabinets, chairs, whatever you want. You just give her your idea and she can take that idea and make it just so beautiful. So Vicky actually did quite a few pieces for me, not only in my home, but for my cabin. And I absolutely love her. The last time I really spent some precious time with Vicky was she picked me up here at my home and she had an old 1950s fridge that I really wanted for my last cabin that I did. And she painted it red. Actually, her husband painted it red. And she let him. And then she helped him out. And then she brought it to me. And her and I took it up to the cabin and we struggled to get it inside, but we got it. And so I have some pictures that I want to show of Vicky of when we did that. But she was so wonderful. And so this is a dedication to her. And I am going to hold on to that forever, near and dear to my heart, because Vicky was truly special friend to me. And so this video I'm dedicating to my friend Vicky. You are gone, but you are not forgotten, girl. Okay, this was the very first piece Vicky did for me at my first cabin. And this was the table that went on my screen porch. This was the second piece she did for my forever home. And I still have it in my dining room to this day. Okay, this is a center island and fridge that Vicky did for my second cabin. And it is still sitting there to this day. I'm actually going to leave this there because there is history behind these wonderful pieces. Now, this next picture is of Vicky and I when we brought the fridge to the cabin. That was a wonderful day that I'll always remember. I love you, Vicky. You'll always be missed. All right, guys. So you picked a senior living and now we're ready to make that move. Let's talk about what's next. You're probably living, and this is hypothetically speaking, in a home that you lived in for the last 35, 40, 50 years or so. And now it's time to move. Boy, oh boy, haven't we faced this many times. So let's talk about it. Your garage is packed with things that you have accumulated over the years. Your basement is packed. Your closets, your drawers. You just don't know where to begin. What you want to do is look up a good moving company. Now, not just any moving company, because most of these things that you have at your home are precious gems, right? So you want to make sure that you hire the right moving company. And there are a few out there. So the moving company that you want to look for are senior living moving companies that specialize in senior living moves. Now, why do I say that? I say that for this reason. The senior living move companies that are specialized in senior living moves are going to treat your valuable possessions like their own. They're going to make sure they're packed up superbly and perfectly. And let me give you a little hint. A lot of people that work at the senior living move companies are simply people like us that volunteer their time. They're relatable people that have been in your shoes before or know someone that has been in your shoes before and really want to help out. They know that you have very valuable possessions that you want to keep, pack up well, and bring along with you. And because you are downsizing, which means you got rid of a majority of your things already, and you're still going through the emotional trauma trying to deal with getting rid of all those things that meant so much to you, but there's some that you managed to hold on to. So we want to ensure those that you managed to hold on to are in good keepsake and in good hands. All right, so let's talk about this. What do they do when they come to pack you up? The packing is the biggest thing. The way they pack is superb. Not just taking a simple box, but actually opening that box and individually wrapping your keepsake within the paper or whatever way it needs to be wrapped before they put it into the box. That's the most important thing. The other thing is making sure that they close and seal up that box so that way during the move and it's being transported, nothing is clinging around or breaking. So we want to make sure that you hire a senior living move company. And I'm advising you, just like I advised you in the video before, do your research on this company. There's a lot of new startup senior living move companies, and I'm not saying they're not good or anything, but I want to make sure you get the best company that's going to work for you. The best company as possible. So the only way to do that is to do your research, look, read, see how the company started, see why they're doing this, make sure they're not in it just for the money, and go for it. Now, here's the other part to that. The cost. The cost is going to be a little bit higher than your regular move company. So if you're looking at saving and getting a deal, the senior living move company might not be the company for you. And you may need to go with one of the regular options or just use family to help you move. That's the way to save money, right? But if you're not worried about the money and money is no object and your possessions are far more valuable than what money could cost anyway, go ahead and hire yourself a senior living move company so that they can take good care of your valuable possessions while you are in transit to move to your new community. Now, let's talk about the next thing. All right, so being a designer that I am, before you take your possessions and actually put them into your new space, you want to make sure it works. So make sure that you go with someone that can properly measure and take pictures of your space, because you're going to want to draw up a plan to make sure that that curio cabinet fits, that couch, that love seat, that special chair, that furniture that you just bought for your bedroom. You want to make sure all of that fits in your new space. So it's important to measure, not just once, not just twice, measure 3 times just to make sure. And then you want to make sure that you have everything mapped out the way it needs to be, because more than likely you're not going to be there during the move day. So you're going to want to take those plans that you sat down and worked on and hand that to your move professional or your move manager, I should say. You always got to elect a move manager, rather it's your kids or someone that you trust, but elect a move manager, hand your plans over to that move manager and let them see to it that your belongings get put exactly where you need it to be. So when you enjoy your space, your new space for the very first time, it is exactly what you want. Now on for tip 3. So making the decision to change your life is a big deal. And changing your life means moving from that forever home that you had purchased with your loved one, your spouse who have maybe have passed on, and now you're there by yourself. So you want to just make some changes to get a different feel. Because sometimes being in that consistent space all the time that you shared with someone else that's no longer here with us is challenging. So it's always good to change things up. You know me, I like taking something old and making it new again. That's always been my pet peeve. So the way to do that is really just to take your time. That's the key. And when I say take your time, I don't mean take your time and stay in your house for 3, 4, 5 more years saying you're not ready. That's not a realization, and that's not the real way to take your time. I'm talking about take your time and doing your research, looking up reviews, and making sure that you're making the right choice for you. Consider the things that I said in my video number 1 when I talked about location of your medical professionals, the doctor's office, your family, your children, all of the things that are part of your life on a consistent basis. You want to make sure that you have those things around you or very close by. So that is key, and that's very important to making this move comfortable. Not only hiring a move company, buying new furniture, getting a new place, and moving it all in, but you want to make sure you're able to live with that decision seamlessly. Keep watching. Okay, so this is my last tip for the move. After the move is actually complete, go ahead and get yourself some of those move postcards. They have really cute ones out nowadays. They're just itty bitty postcards where you can tell people that I have moved, give them your new address and contact information, mail that postcard out to them. They will be so excited and happy for you. And then follow that up with a nice housewarming party. So any little bitty things that you did not get and get to move, like maybe things that you didn't think about. Eating utensils. Maybe there's a microwave. Some communities, depending on where you live, already have those things, but just certain things that you probably threw out and didn't think, oh my goodness, I do need that. Blow dryer, iron, just different things like that. Go ahead and put that on your list and have yourself a housewarming party and let everyone shower you with those little ancillary gifts that you may have forgotten. And then that's how you're going to wrap up this move. All right, so I have more videos coming up about seeing the move process and what it takes to actually get to that point, and some questions that you guys may have. But what I want to encourage you now is if you have some questions, go ahead and leave your comments in the box below. I will make sure I watch and that I answer your questions about senior living. Remember, and I have been in the healthcare senior living industry for 20 plus years doing senior living sales. So I've seen it all. Moves, unmoves, back and forth, all kind of different things. And I am here to help you make an informed decision before you make that move. So keep watching, more video footage coming up. And if you like this video and lifestyle videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you receive a notification every time I upload a new video.